Hi, thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to do a get ready with me featuring Surratt products. So right now I have skincare down and we're gonna get started by applying the Surratt Perfectionist Primer. And there's just a little under one pump. And I always start by spreading it here with nose and cheeks and forehead. And then any residual stuff kind of goes on the outer portions. All right, so for foundation, I'm going to use the Surratt Dewdrop Foundation, and I have shade 1.5. I'm just gonna apply this to my hand. Okay, and I'm gonna use the Toyota Fupa 03 brush. This is a synthetic brush. There is a natural hair version as well. I really like the way this applies foundation. Okay, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more to my cheeks. Okay, so today I'm going to use the Guerlain Eye Stay Primer and just put this on my lids. Just use a tiny bit here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Surratt Brow Pencil right now. I'm just adding a few. And then I like to use the other end and brush that out. I'm just going to add a little bit more. For under eye concealer, I am going to mix the Sisley Phytostones Eclat in shade 1 and the Pat McGrath in L1. So I just put a little bit and mix them up on my hand. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to set under my eyes with the Pat McGrath Under Eye Blurring Powder in light. I'm just going to use my finger here. I'm going to set my whole face loosely with the Givenchy Poudre Premiere, which is a matte translucent powder. I'm going to use the Surratt face brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit on here and then just kind of rub it in the lid. And this brush is just so incredibly soft. I really love the Surratt brushes. Okay, so I think we're gonna move on to eyeshadow first. So give me 1 second, I'll adjust the camera and be right back. Okay, so I was just kind of playing around and I'm gonna use these 4 here. These are new shadows to me. So I have Scintillante, which is this white pearlescent shade. Zibeline, which is more of a champagne-y light brown metallic shade. Lie-de-Vin, which is more of a burgundy, and it's a satin shade. And then I have Patine, which is a shimmery plummy brown. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and use these, and I'm going to start off with Zibeline, and I'm going to kind of start off in my crease and kind of blow that up a little bit. So I'm using the Surratt. This is the medium size, I'm not sure what it's called, medium crease maybe. So I'm just going to kind of swirl my brush in that, and I barely touch that. I'm just going to tap some of that off. And I'm going to carry this up to the brow bone. So you can see I'm kind of carrying this up all the way to the underbrow and kind of just letting this go all over. It's light enough that I'm not worried about it looking messy at all, but I'm concentrating it in the crease and letting it kind of go above and below the crease a bit. Next, I'm going to go in with this more of a flat shader. This is the medium size from Surratt, and I'm going to go into this shade here, which is Patine. And I'm going to put this on the inner half, but I'm leaving, you can see I left this corner. And I'm just using the excess in the crease on that brush. I'm actually going to use the same brush. I'm just going to wipe it off, and I'm going to go into the Burgundy Lie-de-Vin. And this I'm putting on the outer portion, and where it meets the brown shade, I'm kind of blending those a little bit. Okay, I'm going back in with the brush that I used initially, and I'm just blending these edges. And now I'm going in with the Petite Flat Shader into the Scintillante, the white shade. And I'm going to put this in the inner corner. And I'm going to use this brush under the eyes as well. So I think for under the eyes, I am going to do a mix of Patine and Lie-de-Vin. So I'm using the tip of this brush and running it into both. Just tap that off a little. Okay, I'm just going to go into Scintillante and Zibeline and use a little bit of mix of the two of those for the inner portion under the eye. Okay, and using the same brush, just a touch of Scintillante under the arch. Okay, I'm just gonna curl my lashes, and I'm gonna add the Chantecaille Luster Glide eyeliner in Amethyst. Okay, so I'm back. I added the Amethyst eyeliner to the upper lashes, and I added the Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. I am gonna line my waterline on my lower lashes using the Linda Hallberg Gel Flash Crayon. And I should have done this before mascara. Just gonna add a little bit here. All right, so on to blush. So I'm gonna mix Guimauve, which is a really light pale pink, with La Vie Rose, which is more of a nude pink rosy color. But it is more, it's a little bit deeper and warmer. So I'm going to use the Surratt cheek brush, and I'm just going to run over the two of these together. Tap off. Okay, and for finishing powder today, I'm going to go ahead and add the Cocoa Dough Moisture Brightening Powder, and I'm going back in with the Surratt face brush. All right, so the last thing I'm gonna, the next thing I'm gonna add is the Surratt Torche Lumiere in Rose Diamante. I haven't tried this yet. This is my newest, but I really, really love the regular Diamante. So I've tried applying these a few different ways, but this is my favorite. I just like to rub it on my finger and then tap it on. And this does give a little bit of a similar color to the Chanel Rosy Light Drops, but this is way, way more sparkly. So here, let me show you guys those. So here is Rose Diamante on my hand. Kind of see it's very light, but it does have a little bit of a pink. And then here is the Rosy Light Drops. And you can see that this has like a really nice satin sheen. The colors are pretty similar with both of them, but the difference is the Torche Lumiere is a little bit more sparkly, not just sheeny. So yeah, I like both of them. Just gonna add a touch here. And then for lips today, I'm going to add the Lip Sleek in Chuchote, which is a light pink here. And that's my daughter there making the noises. All right, so I think maybe we should add a little bit more pop of color. So I'm gonna go ahead, just gonna blot this. Okay. And I love this Chuchote color. It's like a great everyday color. It's like a light pink, but a little bit nude. But I'm gonna top it with something even more pink. This is the Pink Pompadour Lip Luster. I find these glosses a little sticky, so I usually top them with like some chapstick or something like that. So just gonna add a touch of the Chantecaille in Charm, and I just use like a tiny bit, but I find this to be a less sticky gloss. So if I put something clear on top that's less sticky, I don't feel the stickiness, but I'm still getting the color from the Surratt. All right, so that is everything. That's my look for today. And as you can see, the Surratt shadows blended out very nicely. Those were all new for me today. I haven't used any of those before, so I'm happy to see how they played together. I really like this Lie-de-Vin color, the burgundy on the outer edges. You know, I wasn't sure how much I would like that and it was one that I was waffling on, but I'm really glad I ended up purchasing that because I think it's pretty unique and it's not too red based. It's actually more purpley based than red based. So I feel like it's a little bit easier to wear on the eye than something a little bit more pink or red. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope to see you in my next video. Have a great day. Stay safe and healthy.